Hi guys, and welcome to everything that I'll be wearing this summer 2026 edition. It's been a little over a year since I made my last video like this. It was what I'm wearing this spring, and that was in 2025. So please check out that video. I'll have it linked here if you haven't seen that already. Today, I'm going to follow a similar format, and I wanted to kind of explain my personal ethos when coming up with these kinds of collections or videos. My goal with these videos is not as a buying guide for specific items that you should or should not have, more so as a reference point for anybody that's getting into fashion or already into fashion, just to see what I'm doing with my closet, and maybe it will give you some inspiration for your own. By no means am I saying that you need any of these things. As a hobby of mine, I thought I'd like to share kind of my perspective and thought process when building outfits for a specific season like summer. Honestly, in the past, summer has always been difficult for me because I don't like to sweat. This is kind of my main focus with the wardrobe that I created, in which it should be lightweight and breathable. It should have plenty of room for you to transition from daytime to a nighttime outfit, and should offer enough complexity for somebody who even isn't into fashion to come off as if they know more than they really do. And so with that being said, this will be kind of my capsule closet for the season. There are a total of 14 pieces in the capsule that I will be explaining to you guys, and I'll break it up into kind of these very more broad general areas. All right, for the first category, I think we're going to start with the most functional of any of these, which is tank tops. Any sort of sleeveless top with no sleeves. I feel like that is something that I'm going to gravitate towards this summer, just because I am going to be traveling a bit and I will be in very hot climates. And again, cannot stress this enough, I hate sweating. I do not want to sweat. I want to feel lightweight and breezy, but I still want to look put together, obviously. For the first item today, we're going to be going over the COS ribbed tank top. So I bought this tank top, honestly, almost 3 to 4 years ago now, and it has held up pretty well. You won't see the video, but it has some threads that are coming apart, so I've definitely worn this thing throughout the seasons. It is a very nice, beautiful, it's not like a white, I feel like it's slightly off-white, so I do like that because I try to stay away from just too crisp of a white in the summer, just because I don't like the look it gives. I feel like it gives like too sterile, and I kind of want to give a little more personality, if you will. And so it has a nice rib texture. I think if you're going for a tank top, most of them are ribbed, but I do like the texture that it provides on the ribbing of the fabric, and it has a nice kind of thicker armband, sleeve, whatever you want to call it. The cut is a bit lower than maybe some other ones you'd see, but I do like when you're layering a necklace, a neckline like this does offer that flexibility, and I like that about this. It is very fitted to the body, so maybe that may not be for everyone. If you're more into like a looser fit, by all means go for that. But for me personally, I do like a more slim fitting tank top in order to be able to layer things on top of it, like you'll see here, and also just because I like the way it frames my figure. You know, I'm working hard this summer to keep myself in shape, and gosh, all the hard work, you know what I'm saying? But no, for real, this is obviously the best option for keeping yourself lightweight and cool, and it doesn't have to be boring. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Accessories will go a long way to making something as simple as a tank top and jeans look put together. Having a good belt, having good necklaces or rings or just anything will always make it stand out. And I think if you want to take it there, then you can definitely. I love layering tank tops underneath lighter shirts, can be really nice. So if anyone tells you can't layer during summer, don't believe them. I do not believe that at all. I think layering can be done in any season. You just got to be more creative with the types of fabric and the choices of clothes that you make. This one's kind of basic though. I do want to spice things up with our second option, which is this Vivienne Westwood red label tank top. Now I found this in Japan. I got this at the store for a crazy steal, and I honestly saw it. Not everyone's gonna love it, but I do think some sort of graphic printed shirt is on everyone's kind of mood board for the summer. Depending on the kind of graphics that you like, that can be interchanged. I wanted to slot in this option here for something a little more fun and less kind of clean and sterile and like minimalist, if you will. It says enjoy Westwood, which I think is kind of funny because, you know, it plays off the Coca-Cola logo, but it's Vivienne Westwood, which I do love. I even have the necklace, so had to pick it up, and I'm wearing it this summer as well. It is a bit heavier than the last tank top I showed you, as in it is a more, I don't want to say like a sweater material, but it's definitely a lot thicker. Because it is in a form factor of a tank top, I feel like I can still wear it during a hotter season or climate and not be bothered by it. I wore it in Japan during the summer when it was super humid and I was sweating, and I felt fine in it actually. It actually was cool enough because I had a lot of ventilation because of the tank top. Definitely a fun option. A pop of red or bright color is also a fun thing people are going to be doing. I do like to wear colors during the summer, especially bold ones, just because I feel like it's just the season that allows for that. So this is where I'll be slotting in that more colorful option. Slotting in at number 3, we have a controversial, maybe not controversial, but a little bit more avant-garde take, if you will, on a tank top. This isn't much of a tank top as it is like a cowl neck top, but just the sleeves chopped off. And this top comes from Incest Femme. So this is their, I forgot the exact name of the top, but I'll put it up here if I can find it. And this is their cotton linen blend top. So it's very breathable, very lightweight. I honestly don't even feel it when I'm wearing it. I could be wearing this in the humidest of climates and still feel so comfortable. But I love the detail of the neckline. Of course, you have that little cowl kind of of part where it kind of like sticks out. And it's my first time buying a top like this that was definitely designed for women in mind, but don't let that stop you from trying things. I always say like you should try everything and push yourself. So this definitely is a piece of clothing that pushes those boundaries for me, but I like it because it still allows me to show off a little bit of what I've been working on and also still allow myself to express myself in a different way, if that makes sense. The material choice being part cotton, part linen is definitely on purpose, and again, helps to keep you cool during the summer months. I definitely see myself wearing this on vacation. I already have actually, and I will be wearing it again this season. I love the colorway of this top. It is this nice, rich, kind of like, it's called raw umber on the site, but it's just like a brown, like a chocolatey kind of brown. And I do like a chocolate brown with like a cream white, which you'll see here with like these pants. I like that kind of look. I definitely think that color palette plays really nicely, especially in the summer. It being like cut off at the sleeves makes it so that I have a lot of ventilation. And I do like the asymmetricalness of this top because the way that it is constructed is actually not even on both sides. So it causes it to kind of slant, and you get kind of this like Greek Roman kind of like structure where you kind of get like these folds where it kind of just like creases around your body and just makes you feel just cool. I just think it's really comfortable and cool, and I like wearing it. And I wanted to include in this list just because of how versatile it can be. I could wear it with any of the pants listed in this video. You'll see me cycle through a couple outfits here, and it's really good for that kind of like in between like casual but elevated. I feel like somebody wearing this down the street would definitely get people's attention, and it definitely isn't your basic t-shirt. I try to stay away from these t-shirts, plain t-shirts in the summer, just because it's the easy option. There's nothing wrong with t-shirts, but this one is just more elevated and just gives a little bit more like oomph, if that makes sense. And it speaks to my personality because I always want to like have those little details in my outfits, and this one just hits all those marks for me. Incest Femme, definitely check them out if you haven't. Super cool brand. They have a lot of cool stuff, especially during the summer months. Usually their stuff is like 100% linen or cotton or a blend of some mix, and I definitely would prefer that over synthetics. Moving forward, we're gonna move on to our next category, which is buttoned tops. So button-up tops can include anything from polos to just straight up like full button like Oxfords, or just like button-up t-shirts all the way. Any kinds of those options that have buttons on them. I think it's just a fun way and a little bit more interesting way to add detail to your outfit that's just not a basic t-shirt. First button top, we're gonna go with a polo. Polos are ubiquitous. They've been around for a long time. People have been wearing them forever. You can wear it in the evening just to catch up with friends. You can wear it at night for a dinner with like a nice jacket on top. It just gets it every time. It's just so versatile. I love the way that this one specifically I'm going to show you, which is from Polo Ralph Lauren. I got this from Nordstrom Rack actually, and I think I got it on sale. It was a pretty good deal. I love that it's a knitted, again, more interesting. I think summer knitwear, the juxtaposition of wearing a knitted piece in summer, people will be like, oh, that's too hot. You shouldn't be wearing knitwear in summer. I honestly think you can make it work if you find the right pieces, and this is one of them. A knitted polo, so classy, so cool. I love the design of the cable knit. I love that it's a stripe as well, so you get another pattern there. I do think stripes and polka dots, those kind of things tend to come out during the summer, and it just feels nice to wear a print like that. So this like kind of blue and white striping, just so classic, very nautical-esque, if I will, like kind of like boat sailor vibes. That's just kind of what I'm getting. The vibrant cobalt blue and the white tone and the little red hit of the Polo Ralph Lauren logo on there. Super nice. It's embroidered. And again, the sleeves, the fit of this, it is fitted. Again, you can go with more relaxed options if that's your vibe, but for me personally, I'm going with more fitted things. This up top this summer, so I did like the fitted nature of this polo, and I love the way that it just like kind of hugs my shoulders, and it's just a very well constructed piece that I can surprisingly wear even on a hot day. And again, layered underneath a jacket or two, you can wear it to dinner and it looks fantastic. So I'm definitely going to recommend polos this summer just because of how versatile they can be, and I just love the way it looks with different things. So that is the polo option. For the next item, we're going to go with a button up, and this is a vintage find that I got recently actually. And the reason I'm going to choose it here is although it is a cotton poly blend, the fabric itself is so lightweight and is so, I want to say sheer, but it's just got so many like fine holes in it that it is so breezy, if that makes sense. I have worn this out and in direct sunlight, and I just do not get hot at all. I feel very comfortable. I love the color of this thing. You've got this nice sky baby blue, and when you zoom in closely, you can see that there's a pattern woven into the actual fabric itself. So it's not just like one sheet of fabric. There's like a pattern woven into it. And again, the color choice, phenomenal. And I really like things with pointed collars. This one has a really lovely pointed collar. With a lot of vintage wear, you get that. And this one is just so comfortable to wear. I can wear it with any of these pants. I can wear it with a belt, with no belt. I can wear it with sandals even. It still looks good. You can wear it by the beach. You can wear it on its own. You can wear it with a tank top layer underneath. So I definitely think some sort of button up top like this is great for layering during the summer and just to add a lot more interest to your outfits. The next button up we're going to talk about is this 100% linen button up from Muji. So I bought this on my trip to the Philippines a couple months ago, and that tells you anything. Like I wore this in the Philippines, and again, did not get hot. That is the theme of this video. The linen itself was a very nice linen. It's not too like rough or anything. It was very soft. They probably treated it with something to make it less harsh on the skin, and I really like it for the fact that it fits me really well. It's not too long. It's not too big. I like rolling up the sleeves and making it look a little casual, or again, throwing a jacket on and making it more formal for those date nights and what have you. But again, it being black. Now people will say you can't wear black during the summer. It's too hot. You're gonna this and that. And it's yes, of course, if you wear black on a hot day, even a linen shirt, you will get a little bit hot, but that's a trade-off you have to make for wearing black, right? I want to wear black during the summer, and the way I found to do it is to wear that color with lighter fabric. So this 100% linen helps immensely with that to offset the heat you'll get from absorbing the sunlight, and I think it works fantastic. I think think it looks so dressed up and classy with a pair of white pants for any sort of occasion, which just looks so good for an evening stroll by the beach, or if you're having dinner by the ocean. I just feel like this embodies that like very carefree aesthetic of just being by the ocean or being like Europe or something. I don't know, linen shirts in Europe and like that Italian summer vibe, that's kind of what this is giving, and I wanted to kind of have that in this capsule, so that's why I included it. It was a really good price too, so I definitely think you can shop around and get a good linen. It was sub 100. I think it was around 80-ish bucks for this linen shirt, and I think that's an okay price point to get started if you want that. Some people don't like linen because of the way it crumples or wrinkles or stretches, but I honestly think that just adds more lived in character to your outfits and to clothing. It's meant to get wrinkled, it's meant to get used, it's meant to get worn. Nothing is ever gonna look perfect, and everything is gonna get wrinkled at some point, so that's a trade-off you have to make, and I am okay with it. All right, moving on to two pieces of outerwear. It might be controversial to say that you can wear outerwear during the summer, but I have found two jackets that I am constantly wearing during the summer, and I do not feel hot even when they're layered on top of any of the items I mentioned before. The first one we're gonna go through is the Uniqlo zip-up short jacket. Now, this jacket I have gotten complimented on more than 5 times in the last like month or so. I think it's because of the cut. It's very cropped. If you don't like that kind of style, I would definitely stray away for something else, but you can get a jacket that is light like this one because it's made of this 100% cotton that is very lightweight and breathable. It's very thin. Even if it's not linen, it's still thin enough that it provides a lot of airflow. The color is another thing. I did choose it to be in this natural kind of light beige color so it doesn't absorb as much heat and sunlight. I love the details in this jacket for the zippers and the pockets. They have rivets on them and these like brass kind of aged hardware, this antique hardware, which I really love. And I love the fact that the collar and the sleeves have this corduroy on them, so you get a little pop of color at the same time and some texture again, and it's just such a simple but refined jacket that you can wear with anything really. I can layer it under a shirt, I can layer it under a tank top, I can wear it with any of the pants that I have this in this video. You can wear it with shorts even if you wanted to. I love the cut of this jacket more than anything, and the price I got it for was unbeatable. I got it on sale for around 30, I think $40. That's crazy for a jacket. The other details about this jacket is that it is triple stitched on the seams, which is a very expensive detail actually. The only other garment that I bought that is triple stitched on the seams is a pair of diesel jeans that was $500. So this thing had very nice design. Whoever designed this did a really fantastic job, and I love the stitching on it everywhere. It's just chef's kiss. It's perfect. The crop on it is perfect for me specifically. It sits right where I want it to. For reference, I think this is like a size medium and it's in the women's section in Uniqlo, and it fits me amazingly. Can't say enough about this jacket. It's just a perfect option. Any sort of like trucker style collar jacket or any sort of like zipper jacket where you can even have like a two-way zipper where you can zip up the bottom part and you can let some air in was definitely a good choice for the summer. Unfortunately, this jacket doesn't have that. That's my one caveat with it, is that it's not double zip. I wish it was double zip, but other than that, it's a phenomenal jacket. Goes with everything in my summer wardrobe and will definitely be staying to keep me protected from the sun, or just when it's one of those cooler nights where I want to throw on something and make my outfit just a little bit more interesting. The next jacket we're gonna talk about is another Uniqlo find. Uniqlo's been honestly on a generational run this past year. I've seen so many good things at Uniqlo, so don't sleep on Uniqlo. Definitely go there and check out some stuff or shop the online. Wait for the sales though. I will say I always wait for a sale. Pretty much 90% of the time gotten these items on sale, and this jacket is no exception. This jacket is their denim trucker jacket in this beautiful like deep indigo wash. I like it just because of the way it looks on my skin tone and just the way that I can wear it. It's like a nice option that isn't black or white that kind of dresses up an outfit, and this denim trucker jacket is just beautiful. The details, we've got box pleats on both sides. That's my favorite type of trucker jacket. I don't like ones that don't have pleating on the sides. I just think pleats are just such a lovely design choice that just make a garment so much more interesting. That's why I love them. It has these hidden side pockets, which is honestly insane. I can't even believe that they were able to fit that in there, but there are these two side pockets that you can put in. There's a buckle on the back for you to cinch in the waist. You'll often see this kind of thing on more expensive reproductions of older like Levi's type 2 jackets. Those jackets with the box pleats, you'll see this on a lot of older models and people will replicate that for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this Uniqlo jacket, 50 bucks. I got it for $50 on sale. It was insane. And it was a no-brainer for me. I wear it with everything in this closet. You can see it's cycle through with different outfits. It just looks so amazing. Such a fun, just like casual jacket that can also be dressed up again. That's kind of the theme of this video. And it has so much purpose and dual functionality that you can really wear with anything and you can't go wrong. But overall, love the quality of the jacket. For the price I paid, it's just phenomenal. It's got pockets inside. They even went through the trouble of sewing in the inside pocket bag so it becomes another pocket. So technically this has 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets, 5 including I think there's a chest pocket. So honestly, just really great value for your money. Now we're on to the bottoms. The first pair of bottoms I'm going to bring up here are a pair of denim, and these are the Husk denim in the azure color by Adam Small. Honestly, love Adam Small's designs. If you've never heard of him or seen him, definitely check out his Insta, check out his social media. Adam Small's making some crazy pieces. Love this pair of jeans to death. I love, first of all, the wash on it is perfect. Again, I don't like everything in my closet to be super crisp and clean. This is a lovely medium blue with a lot of distressed details. We have a lot of distressing done on the belt loops and on the waistband as well as the pockets. And then you have just like this muddy, it's not like crazy mud wash. I don't like when there's a lot of wash to a jean where it looks like it's like you rolled around in dirt. I really don't like that. This just has like a fading effect of like pieces of brown here and there. And it just gives the vibe of it being worn in, even though I've never worn it like that. But it's not so much that the contrast is so high that it's very obvious. You know, like it looks like I spilled coffee coffee to myself. It doesn't look like that. So I like that kind of distressing. I think it was very tastefully done and thoughtful. And the best thing about this jean is the cut. It is the perfect blend between a flare and a like straight leg or wide baggy fit. You've got very nice kind of like hugging around the waist slash like thigh area, and then it just comes out gently to a nice flare at the bottom. It is beautiful. I've never had a pair of jeans with this cut before, and I am in love with them. I love the color. Medium blue is just such a good color of denim to have for the summer, just because again, it's not going to be too hot like a deeper dark indigo or like a black pair, and it just looks so good paired up with a lot of lighter colors in the summer. Another detail of this pant that I love is the back tab. So there is a back leather patch, and it is a deep chocolate brown that has like a nice grain effect to it with the Adam Small logo on it. Love the chocolate brown. Again, that's another color I've been really into lately, and to see it here in the detail in the back is insane. Another back detail is the back pocket on the left side on the bottom actually has a piece of like striped fabric that he took and put on that, just on that one pocket. So again, it's just so interesting. You look from the front and it just looks like a normal pair of blue jeans, but then when you start to look closer and examine the garment, you see all these thoughtful design choices and decisions. And so I'm super happy with these. I got these on an archive sale. Took a while to ship, but it was well worth it. I believe I got it for around $150, and I do not regret a single penny spent on this pair of jeans. I've been wearing this not even just in summer, but like for the past like year or so, I've been wearing this, and it's just been such a workhorse in my closet. Definitely get yourself a pair of relaxed fitting jeans for the summer, because you don't want it to stick to your legs and get too hot and maybe like sweaty. A nice relaxed pair just keeps it breathable enough for you to wear it around during those hotter days. The next pair of denim I'm going to show is from Uniqlo, and it is their drapey wide leg flare denim. I actually included this in my spring video. If you have watched that, you'll see that this pair of pants is still in my rotation. It's been over a year now, and I love these jeans for all of the same reasons I love the Adam Small ones, except for at a fraction of the cost. I believe these jeans cost me less than $50, I want to say, and it's in this beautiful, just natural white colorway. I do think alongside a medium blue denim, a white pair of denim is so classic, but maybe not pure white, more like a off-white cream pair of denim. But I love this pair. I've been wearing it for a while now. It is super lightweight, lighter than the last pair. So I will say nothing with denim. If you're going to wear denim in the summer, you want to go for a lighter weight, maybe like a 12 ounce, 11 ounce, because that lightweight cotton will allow for this drapey flowy effect, and it would also allow for a lot of airflow. Now this one specifically, other than the color, the fit is perfect. Once again, you've got this nice, airy, flowy, very comfortable pair. I could wear this on the plane. I could wear this walking around the city for hours. It's just very lightweight. It's very functional for the season that it's in. Just a nice white pair is a classic, I believe, and just something you can throw on any day of the year, even if it's not summer. The third pair of pants I want to bring to the equation are these 100% cotton Chinese wide leg pants, and this is from Incest Femme. Again, Incest Femme is a sleeper. If you're on the shorter side or don't mind shopping for the women's section, definitely check out Incest Femme. I already said that earlier, but I cannot stress this enough. These Chinese wide leg pants are amazing. What's amazing about them is the fact that they hold their shape. These are the first pair of pants I've seen on a flat lay picture online that look exactly the same way when you put them on body. Mind you, I will say caveat, I had to get these tailored, and a lot of other things in this video you'll see, if they fit me this perfectly, it's because I probably got it tailored. So definitely don't sleep on your tailor. Besides that, these have a very, very beautiful barrel leg construction to them, where it kind of just curves in a nice way, but it's still wide enough that, again, you get a lot of airflow. It's not sticking to your thighs or your legs. You're not getting hot. You're not getting sweaty. And this cotton is crazy, because I've never felt a cotton that is this light. Like it's not as thick. It's definitely thinner than any of the denim. It's not denim at all, but it's very stiff. It's stiff enough that it holds its shape, and you can kind of just mold it to whatever you want. That may be a pro or con depending on who you are. Maybe some people don't like that, but I personally think if you want to get like good photos in those fits, it's nice to have this kind of pair of pants where you can just like mess with it one time and it'll stay, rather than like another pant or jeans. Sometimes when you mess with it, it doesn't stay the same way you want it to in photos, but this one looks exactly the way you want it to, and yet it's still comfortable enough. It reads as a pair of trousers, even though it's nowhere near as heavy as any pair of trousers I've ever had in my life. And I love the detail construction on this. I love the asymmetrical fly detail. The cut on the place where you place the buttons is not normal. It's got like a nice little curved shape to it, and those details are really nice. The buttons are well sewn in. Even more amazing is the fact that the belt loops are sewn into the waistband as opposed to outside of it, so that they will have better longevity and durability over time. Not to mention the color. This, again, in a raw umber color, is just so beautiful. Monochrome outfits with the Incest Femme top, and it just looks so good. They're not the same exact shade of brown, but it's close enough. This brown is definitely on the cooler side, I would say. It's more of like a purple undertone brown, but I love that because, again, it's just so unique. I don't think I've seen anybody wear this during the summer out here on the streets. So if you want to be unique and you want to wear a pair of pants that nobody really has yet, I would definitely recommend these, because I do not see these anywhere. I will say the caveat, because these are a women pair of pants, they have women's size pockets. Pockets, gonna have to knock it down because they're not that deep. And even if I put my phone in the back pocket, it's still sticking out. So that's kind of like where you're having to deal with some issues there. But if you're okay with that, or if you're here with carrying like a bag or just having it in your front pocket, it should be fine. Moving on now, we have 3 pairs of footwear. So the first one I want to talk about is the casual option, which are my old order sneakers. I bought these in Japan. They have been a workhorse for me. I've been wearing them for over a year now. I've been walking definitely like 100K plus steps already in them. I've worn them during both my trip to Japan and to the Philippines during these hot, humid summer periods, and they just hold up so well. They have a little bit of a wider toe box, so that doesn't make me feel uncomfortable when I wear them, and the mesh lining helps helps to get a little bit of airflow in there. The design, I will say, so a fun sneaker is just always fun during the summer. Any type of sneaker that has some sort of it factor to it, I would say is fun to wear during summer. So either a fun pop of color, or in this case, it's a silver detail. So these are kind of like a white, beige, and silver. And I love a silver sneaker because I wear a lot of silver jewelry. So I just feel like it matches well with my style already. A fun sneaker is a must for summer. It's just a time to bust them out and just kind of have fun with it. Definitely would recommend having one pair of sneakers in your wardrobe for walking and things like that. Next pair of footwear I want to bring up is loafers. Now this might be controversial again, but for me personally, I love wearing loafers. They look so good, dressed up, dressed down. They're just so versatile, and you just got to find yourself the right pair, one that is comfortable for you. I know some people complain about the fact that they're hard, or they have leather soles, or this or that. There are plenty of loafers out there with plenty of different styles. There's even those New Balance loafers that are like half between like a sneaker and a loafer, and I actually mess with those. In general, I'd say just find one that fits your style needs, and if not a loafer, at the very least, this kind of fits that more slim profile shoe. So again, if you want to do the slim sneaker here, that's fine too. But for me personally, I'm going with a loafer just because I love the way it looks and I love how you can dress it up, you can dress it down. It's just so classy and just so fun to wear. My thing is I like wearing pieces of formal wear with casual wear because I just think the juxtaposition is so nice and so interesting, and also just really speaks about me as a person. I am somebody that likes to dress up. Even going out to grab coffee or just hang with friends, I'd wear loafers. So it's just part of my personality. But for me personally, these loafers are the best. These are from Regal & Co. I believe it's a Japanese brand, but I thrifted these here in the States from a Second Street. They're in this really beautiful brown color, not a chocolate brown, more of a warm tone kind of brown, like a walnut, I guess you would say. And they're beautiful construction. I would say go for all 100% leather because that will last you the longest and will just keep you going. And be careful about how the construction of your loafer or shoe is made, because depending on the construction and the price point, it may be worth it to spend more money to get something that you can repair for the rest of your life than something that will break down right away. If you don't like leather soles, I would say go for a lug sole or a rubber sole, like a Vibram sole for your loafer. That way that you can wear it and it'll be kind of like a sneaker in the sense that you can kind of beat it up and it won't get destroyed. Last pair of footwear we have are sandals. Sandals are a quintessential part of summer. I live somewhere where there's a beach and I love going to the beach often, so gotta have some beach wear here, and I definitely love this pair from Aldo actually. It is a pair of lambskin leather sandals in this nice chocolate brown colorway. I love these sandals, but I will say that because they're on sale and I was kind of in a crunch to buy them, I ended up buying a size that is my true size, but it's a little too big. So I'm a size 9 US and I bought these in a size 9 US, but they are a little bit big, and for that it kind of sucks because you have to remember that with sandals over time, they actually tend to expand and get bigger. So I would say if you're shopping for sandals, try to actually get maybe like a size down or a half size down, because if you're buying, especially like a leather pair, they will stretch out a bit, and that's what's happened to these now. I kind of don't like that because it's very easy for them to come off, and I wish they were a little bit tighter, but I love the way they look. I love a leather sandal. I feel like it's, again, just a more classy option. When you want an easygoing option that you can wear outside or just slip on or go to the beach, I love a good sandal. I think this one is just perfect for me because it's just so dressed up even though I'm going to the beach. That being said, I'm going to rapid fire now through just some general accessories. It's not included in those 14 items, but I do have a lot of accessories, so I just want to talk a little bit about them. There are 3 bags I'm going to showcase, and it goes from small, medium to large. The small bag I want to show off is this Ace Studio small capture bag. I bought this one with my other Ace Studios bag, and I definitely recommend Ace Studios. You've never heard of them. They are a mid-range bag company, but they make some of the most incredible leather pieces right now coming out. I believe they have like a capture bag that has more pockets on, and that's one that I have as my medium bag. This is my small version of that, which is just perfect enough for that kind of like touristy look where you put it around your neck. I just feel like I've seen that on runways before. It looks really cool, just styled that way, but also just small enough that you could fit just the essentials like your phone, your wallet, your keys. If you're going out at night to like a club or some sort of nightlife event where they're not allowing you to bring a big bag, I would say a tiny little bag like this is great for a night out. I love the branding of Ace Studios. They have their kind of logo in braille and they'll emboss the logo on the bag. It looks so pretty, and this black colorway, again, just so versatile. The medium bag option I'm going to talk about is this bag from a Korean brand. I think it's called I forgot how to pronounce it, but I'll just put it up here. And I got this from Nordstrom Rack during a sale for around $120, I believe. And it's just beautiful woven chocolate brown leather. It's gorgeous. It really reminds me of Bottega Veneta bags, and you know how expensive those can get, but this is a nice medium-sized option. It has a nice little felt insert on the side for organization purposes, but you can take it out and just rock it, just the leather on its own. I love the way this just ties in that beach look. I would definitely wear this bag out when I go to the beach if I want a more tropical kind of vibe and just a little more of that like natural materials spice to my outfit. And again, a woven leather is just so pretty. Woven leather in anything for the summer is great, whether it's in your shoes or in an accessory. I think a woven leather belt is just another nice touch you can add to any summer outfit. But this bag specifically has served me very well, and I have worn it a couple times now. It fits my camera, it fits a lot of things, and it's for those times when I want to bring a little bit more, but I don't want to be carrying around or lugging around a large bag. For the third option, now we have a large bag, which is a tote. Usually a tote's kind of the thing you want to go for the summer. It does fit everything in it: beach blankets, snacks, drinks, anything you're going to bring out or go out with a bunch of friends. A tote bag is your savior. This tote specifically I got for free. Well, technically not for free since I bought something. I got it from Diptyque when they were opening a store around me. It is this really cool Diptyque bag, It has a Diptyque logo embroidered on the side of the bag, and it's this nice canvas. It's a very thick cotton canvas, actually. I was expecting to give me like a cheap bag, but they gave me this beautiful tote, and it fits so many things. It has a nice inside organizational pocket, and I have worn it a couple times to go out, and I just love it every time. It's so cool because I do like Diptyque. I love their fragrances, and so when I bought the fragrance, I got this bag with it. I thought, I mean, what better way than wear it during the summer and for just going out to the beach or just hanging out with friends, just throwing anything in there, throwing my laptop, throwing my books, anything I want to throw in there. It just works as a catch-all, and I definitely think a tote is a must for the summer. Speaking of Diptyque, I want to talk about one fragrance I'll be wearing this entire summer. It is Ilio. The thing about this fragrance is it is a sweeter fragrance, but it's very light. It's not too in your face, and I don't like scents that are too cologne-y or just so strong, especially for the summer, because when you're really hot, you're really sweaty, the last thing I want is for somebody to get a whiff of me and get like a headache, because I am also very sensitive to smells myself. So this is a nice, light, summery fragrance. I believe one of the main notes is actually the fruit of the cactus, and it's that nice sweet note that provides this nice sweetness. It's also just a clean smell to it, and I love this scent so much. My only caveat with it is I wish it lasted longer. The scent itself only lasts for about 3 to 4 hours, so it's definitely not my most performing scent that I have. But for the summer, I love just that I can spray it on, and it's very light. It doesn't give me headaches. It doesn't feel like I'm projecting my scent onto everyone around me. It's just enough that I feel like if I walk by, someone would notice it. I definitely think scent is key to any outfit in any season. So if you want to level up your scent game, or if you want more recommendations for scents, let me know. I only have 3 right now, but I can definitely do a more like scent perfume guide. If that's what you guys want, let me know in the comments down below. But Diptyque Ilio is my choice for this summer. I have a couple more accessories, mainly belts. I have this woven leather belt that you'll see here. Again, I talked about woven leather belts being a great belt for summer. And then I have my diesel belt, which is just a workhorse. Again, I've been wearing this one for over a year. I have 2 of them, actually in 2 different colors, but this is the chocolate brown one, and I wear it all throughout the summer. Honestly, any season. Just a good belt that you will wear forever is just a must, regardless of season, and for summer especially, it just makes sense. I believe that's everything. I feel like I've talked a lot in this video, but I hope that you guys enjoyed my opinions about summer fashion. Again, I think it really is just up to you to decide your style and for your lifestyle and your needs, what will fit your lifestyle. I know some people will be surprised I didn't include shorts. To be honest with you, I only wear shorts very few occasions, but if you had to ask me personally, I'm not someone that enjoys wearing shorts, just the way that they look. So that's why I didn't include them here. I do have shorts. I do think you can go oversized and more relaxed fit for those, just because, again, airflow and just comfortability during the summer. But I didn't show it in this video because, again, I wanted to keep it to under 15 pieces, just a nice capsule collection, and to show you guys what can be done with just the minimal amount of pieces. You don't need a lot. You don't need to drop a band just to get all these things or anything like that. I believe the best kind of closets are ones that are curated over time, and I've definitely gone all these things through years now. I think only 1 or 2 items I purchased this year. Take all of this with a grain of salt. These are all my own opinions, and I hope you guys got some knowledge out of it and were able to apply to your own wardrobe. Let me know in the comments if it was helpful for you, and I'll be sure to make more fashion related content in the future, so follow me for more of that. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.